DOJ won't investigate 2020 nursing home orders in New York. Other states. This is from Fox News, folks, so keep that in mind. The Justice Department's Civil Rights Division will not be launching investigations into nursing homes in New York and other states whose governors forced facilities to admit COVID-19 patients despite their vulnerable populations, the agency informed GOP lawmakers Friday. Now, again, I want to remind everyone of my take on this. This is a situation where very obviously Democratic governors made giant fucking absolutely catastrophic, fatal errors in judgment, to put it nicely. And this is really the only thing that the GOP can put their hat on. This is like the one thing that they have done, right, in regards to the Cuomo scandals and stuff, that they're actually correct on. Right, I have not seen a single other fucking thing. Now, again, they also think the virus is no big deal. It just so happens to be a big deal if the governor is a Democrat, right? I get their whole position on this is obviously just, just for political gain, and they're just doing it because they can. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Cuomo and other governors made giant fucking mistakes. Now, again, mistakes is putting it nicely. They actively engaged in cover-ups on this shit. And the idea that the Biden DOJ is not going to investigate, that seems to be interesting to me. However, an investigation by federal prosecutors into New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and his administration over their handling of the crisis remains ongoing. Okay, so there is still some investigation. Interesting headline. In a letter to House Subcommittee on Coronavirus Crisis Ranking Member Rep. Steve Scalise, oh lord, Joe Gaeta wrote that the agency's Civil Rights Division has decided not to open a Civil Rights of Institutional Persons Act investigation of any public nursing home facility within New York, Pennsylvania, or Michigan at this time, after renewing. Isn't it interesting, by the way, that they choose those states and not any of these states that are right-wing with red states that are going into doing all these fucking like, look at I think it's the governor of Alabama or Arkansas that's literally begging their citizens to take the vaccine, right? And so, like, it's interesting. Again, if you want to go after corrupt governors and mishandling the COVID pandemic, let's do it. Right? But they're only targeting Democrats. And that's why obviously you have to understand Cuomo fucked up. Garbage son of a bitch motherfucker. That being said, they're all corrupt, and we need to remember that Cuomo is no more corrupt. Well, I mean, he might be more corrupt than other governors, but my point is, like, you have to make sure that you understand that this is a very partisan story, and you have to read it as such. So, I'm teaching you some media critique. I swallowed that in the wrong hole, and that's one hell of a picture. Oh my God. The Civil Rights Division, which has the authority to investigate unlawful conditions in local or state-run nursing homes, is, the letter said, currently conducting an investigation into 2 facilities in New Jersey, which is also led by Democratic Governor Phil Murphy. The Times Union for Albany, New York, reported that the FBI and U.S. Attorney's Office in Brooklyn launched a probe into Cuomo's order on nursing homes and allegations that his administration underreported COVID deaths. They also tried to cover it up. It was a very active thing. And so anyway, we don't need to read any of their bullshit right-wing statements. But again, it's very interesting that, again, Joe Biden did not comment on Cuomo's, sexual abuse scandals, did not comment on the nursing home scandals, and now, quietly behind the scenes, they're trying to make it a little bit less of a big deal. This is called damage control, folks, and it's a really bad job. But again, the Republicans are exploiting it in the very cringy fashion that they are, and it makes it very hard to actually, navigate the news here. But, what are you going to do?